NASCAR is brought up, few tracks come to mind more so than Talladega Superspeedway. The 2.66 mile behemoth of a racetrack in central Alabama plays host tonight to the Hammer Down Racing Series round of 12, race 1 for the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Tonight, 12 drivers will vie for their chance to lock themselves in to the round of 8, which will be starting in a little bit over a month's time. Hello, everyone. I am King Canute 907, broadcasting live tonight, getting set for the race at Talladega. It'll be a 50% distance race, 94 laps, or 250 miles around the Talladega Superspeedway, 2.66 miles around this racetrack. The track was originally named Alabama International Speedway from the years 1969, when it was first built, all the way up to 1989, after which it was renamed to Talladega Superspeedway, or DEGA, as it's more commonly and lovingly known. This track has a very rich history of high speeds and spectacular crashes, and we will see what happens tonight here in the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Once again, 50% distance, 3 times tire wear tonight. It'll be 94 laps around the Talladega Superspeedway. 175,000 people will, virtual people I should say, will fill the grandstands and infield, with about 80,000 filling the main grandstands on the front stretch and in the dog leg in the tri-oval. Still waiting on some people to join in to the race to get started with tonight's race. Little bit of track facts. The banking in the corners is 33 degrees in turns 1 and 2, as well as 3 and 4. The tri-oval is banked at 16.5 degrees, with the straights banked at 3 degrees. The fastest lap belongs to Bill Elliott back in 1987. Good grief, 35 years ago. Set a lap record of 44 seconds around this 2.66 mile race course, 212 mile an hour average speed. One thing that we'll be watching out for as these guys go around this 2.66 mile oval is whether or not the big one happens. It is very prone to happening at Talladega, whether it be in the Cup Series, in the Xfinity Series, in the Truck Series. Lots of opportunities for passing. I believe that the top side will be the way to go tonight if you want to make your way to the front of the pack. And a lot of drivers with a lot of potential tonight. Talladega is one of those wild card races where it's a great equalizer. It almost doesn't matter what setup you have. If you've got the speed, if you've got decent enough tire wear, and have the right strategy, you can come out on top. Some drivers to watch out for tonight. Dark Knight, he's one of those fast drivers out there, looking to defend his championship from last season. He won the regular series championship last week, and looks to advance himself through the round of 12 into the round of 8 tonight. Last week you saw Death Before Dishonor. He changed his car number from the number 48 machine to the number 5 machine, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Some drivers filling in tonight. Tongue Punch will be filling in the number 42 machine for excuse me, He'll be filling in tonight for Jared in the number 42 machine. Not sure if he'll be taking the Credit One Bank machine or if he will be taking the McDonald's machine tonight. And B. Nizzy, my usual partner in the booth, I believe that he will be filling in for Stag in the number 3 machine. Travesty Son was scheduled to miss tonight's race, but he is able to race tonight in the number 24 machine. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping that he brings the Sea-Glass 24 car to the track. That is my favorite paint scheme off of the 24 machine. So we will just have to wait and see what happens. Just waiting on the word go as we get set to go racing. It's been several years since NASCAR has run with the tapered spacers since the restrictor plate era started back in the late 1980s. And honestly, I think that the racing has shown its quality, but I do honestly miss the style of racing that the restrictor plates provided back in the 90s and into the early to mid 2000s and even into the late 2000s. While the racing may not have been as safe back then, I think some of my favorite racing from Daytona and Talladega was when they had the wicker bill going across the roof. Watching Dale Earnhardt come from far back in the packs, sweeping his way through traffic and coming up through the field to get the win in 2000. Probably one of my fondest memories watching a NASCAR race. While Dale Earnhardt was not my favorite driver, I still look back at that race with fondness, and it was just one amazing spectacle to see. All right, so here we go.
Are the same to talk about the past like it's
Getting set and ready to go as the race is now loading up. I'm loading in as we speak. And as we join, the driver should be getting set to take the green here. And the green flag is in the air, heading through turns 1 and 2. It is King Pile leading Hot Nuts going through turns 1 and 2. Biker there pushing the number 1 machine through the field as he goes 3 wide. Looks like the number 12 machine, a Visceral Killer, was able to make a move on the inside, and Visceral was pushed down, so Biker falls back, and now King Pile will pick up the top side. coming through turns 3 and 4. Hot Nuts takes the lead coming through 3 and 4. Through the tri-oval, he's got Dark Knight pushing him in the number 88 machine. And there's May Dale be with you in the 22. And it will be Hot Nuts leading lap 1. King Pile starting to drift back a little bit. He's got KSJ pushing him. A couple drivers moving up through the field here. After starting in the back, Talladega is good for that. Here comes Tongue Punch in the number 42 machine being pushed by his one race teammate, Biker. Tongue Punch has worked his way up into third, Biker in fourth. Visceral Killer now in fifth. Whoa, Tongue Punch looks like he got a little bit loose coming off of turn 4 there. As Hot Nuts continues to lead, and it looks like the field is starting to sort themselves out a little bit here. As we take a look at Biker here, he's got number 6 machine of Silence in front of him. Oh, as Biker gets up into the wall. A little bit of contact there, and it looks like I believe that's the 5 of Death Before Dishonor that may have gotten involved with that. Cycle around a little bit here, and there's Travesty Son in the 24. He's taking the patriotic Memorial Day paint scheme for the number 24 machine tonight. Which is alright, I like that paint scheme as well. Honestly, not my first choice, but hey, I'm not the one driving the car. Here comes Dark Knight in the number 8 machine. I apologize, it's Death Before Dunlap driving the 88. But Dark Knight is working his way up through the field. He's the last car in that lead pack there. That puts him in 6th position. As now the pack is now one group once again. There's the number 3 machine as Frankensteinson and Biker now having to work together after they have lost touch with the pack. The best thing that you can do is have someone work with you in these early laps, and not have lost the draft at all. Two cars are always faster than one, but the more cars you have working together in a group, the better, of course. So back up front, there's the number 10, that's Sniper. The driver from Buffalo, New York, working his way on the top side, trying to give Dark Knight a push. He's got a push from behind from the number 5 machine of Death Before Dishonor. As the field continues to work their way around here at the Speedway, Visceral Killer moves up the racetrack trying to pick up the draft from Dark Knight, but Dark Knight moves down, so now Visceral Killer falls back in line. He'll hold on to the 3rd position. It's still Hot Nuts leading Tongue Punch with Visceral Killer, Dark Knight, and Sniper, your top 5. Death Before Dishonor sitting in 6th. Travesty Stun trying to hold on to 7th there with Silence, HDRS Silence trying to get around him on the top side. Dunlap got a little bit loose coming off turn 4. He's down below the double yellow line. As Visceral Killer may have been shoved up the racetrack a little bit. He'll get hung out to dry and fall down through the running order. So now move Dark Knight into 3rd. It's Chevrolet 1, 2, 3. Sniper is the 4th place car, with Death Before Dishonor in 5th. Travesty Son in 6th. With B Nizzy, my usual partner in crime, running in 7th there in the number 3 machine. And that beautiful patriotic car. May Dale be with you running in the 8th spot in the number 22 machine. As Dark Knight making a move on the top side, he's able to get around the 42 of Tongue Punch, and he's side by side now, or was side by side with the number 9 machine of Hot Nuts. As the field starts to fan out a little bit, now Dark Knight starting to fall back. He's getting a push from behind from Death Before Dishonor. They're 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Now Death Before Dishonor falls down to the inside, leaving Dark Knight all by himself in the middle. Up top there is Sniper with Maydale Visceral Killer giving a push. And now Dark Knight has moved himself up into the top side, getting a push from behind from Visceral Killer. Dunlap has fallen back a little bit. Looks like he may have lost the draft in that number 88 machine. And now he'll probably have to get in line with Frankensteinson and Biker. Working lap 9 now of 29 in this first stage, as field starts to shake itself up. A little bit of argy-bargy going on there, as Silence tried to make a move, tried to get the top side going, but he's going to be hung out to dry, as we are now working lap 10. Now Silence has fallen back to the back of this pack, and it looks like he has lost the draft as well. So he will have to try and see if he can get in touch with the cars behind and see if they can work together. Oh, it's King Pile with a heck of a run, gives a shot to the car ahead. I believe that was Sniper in the number 10 machine. Dark Knight up top there, as the field sorts itself out again. I believe some cars now starting to peek out from behind the draft, trying to get some cool air to their machine. Sniper with a run up top. He'll get a push from behind from King Pile. Will Dark Knight work along with them? Nope, looks like he's going to stay on the bottom side and stick with a tried and true line at this point. Just like last night, the Xfinity Series stuck with the bottom line and didn't really let up from staying right off the bottom, or staying on the bottom. The top side did try to make a couple runs last night, but unfortunately they weren't able to get anything going here at Talladega Superspeedway. Excuse me. Working lap 12, coming through 3 and 4. Tongue Punch is forced up the racetrack as cars are now coming down in the pits. Hot Nuts looks like he'll be working together. Oh! Tongue Punch forced out of pit road. Not exactly sure what happened there, but a little bit of miscommunication, poor brake timing on the part of the 42 machine of Tongue Punch. That could result in disastrous after effects for the number 9 and 42 machines. So now we will fall back in line here, watching KSJ as looks like couple cars, the 10 of Sniper making a pit stop. He's going to do so all by his lonesome, which is going to be tough for him because you definitely need at least 2, maybe 3 cars at minimum working together, as the number 9 of Hot Nuts is coming out of the pits. He'll stay below the double yellow line, letting the lead pack go by, as he'll now make the merge and latch on to the back of this lead pack. Probably the best thing that can happen for him right now. As the lead pack is now starting to come down pit road. All the leaders are in the pits now. And it looks like, oh, Frankensteinson is up in the wall. He's around, entering into the pits. Tough break for Frankensteinson in the number 2 patriotic Miller Lite Ford Mustang. Cars now working their way out of the pits. And it looks like the number 3 of Nizzy will lead the this pack out of the pits here. Maydale be with you second in that lead group, with KSJ in 3rd and Dark Knight in 4th there. As the cars get back up to full speed, Nizzy's going to run the top side here and keep his car wound up while he waits for the group behind to catch back up and he can latch onto their draft. Maydale be with you in the 22, along with KSJ in the 21, and Dark Knight are latched on together. So it looks like that's for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I'll have to cycle around to the number 9 machine of Hot Nuts. And yeah, he is definitely nowhere near the lead, unfortunately for him. And now Maydale be with you, making a move up on the top side. He's bringing his teammate KSJ along with him, and Dark Knight is going to go with his teammate Nizzy, and we're going to have a side-by-side battle here for a few laps. And it looks like it will be Nizzy leading that lap. We'll ride on board here with KSJ, latching onto that back bumper of the number 22 of Maydale be with you, but Dark Knight and Nizzy have got the run down on the inside. If you can get enough support, oh, a little bit of a lag there. I'm not sure if KSJ sustained any damage from that, but I believe that lag came from Maydale be with you in the number 22 machine. And it looks like KSJ is going to remain close enough to hang on to that draft. So it's Nizzy, Dark Knight, Maydale be with you, KSJ, your top 4. They're all working together in a group. Let me advance a little bit further here. And it looks like that is the 24 of Travesty Son, Death Before Dishonor, and Visceral Killer that we're riding along with. They are working together. That's 5th, 6th, and 7th. Go on board with Visceral Killer here. He wants to get a run. He wants to see if he can make a move to get around these guys. He might feel like he's a little bit faster as another car is coming out of the pits. That's the 10 of Sniper. Sniper possibly short pitting. Just in time to finish out this stage here. As our leaders are starting to fan out a bit. That's allowing this group of 3 to catch back up to the leaders as they work their way out of 3 and 4 and into the tri-oval. Looks like it is still B-Nizzy leading. Let's cycle around there. Yep, B-Nizzy is still leading with Dark Knight in second. Maydell be with you in third, and KSJ running in the 4th spot. 10 laps to go in stage 1 now. It looks like some guys are going down below the yellow line, signaling that they are getting ready to pit. And we'll stick with this group and see what happens here. Here they come. B-Nizzy is going to stay out. I don't think that was the best plan for him in the number 3 machine. So it'll be Dark Knight, Maydale, and KSJ pitting all together. So now B-Nizzy is leading all by himself. Travesty Sun now up in the 2nd spot, with Death Before Dishonor in 3rd and Visceral Killer running in the 4th spot. They are closing in quickly. Let's cycle around here. Visceral Killer going on the roof of the Maytag Menards Ford Mustang. And they are going to stay out another lap. Are they going to allow B-Nizzy to hook on here? Or are they just going to drop him like a rock? Oh, Visceral gets up into the wall. As the number 9 of Hot Nuts is coming out of the pits, as well as the number 21 of KSJ. So our new leader is Travesty Sun in the number 24 Liberty Chevrolet Camaro. Visceral Killer now going down on the inside, moving up into the 3rd spot. We'll follow along with this group here until they decide to pit. Then we will go from there and cycle through to see who is the lead pack. Through 3 and 4, will they pit this time? Nope. Once again, the top 4 are going to stay out. Looks like the number 2 of Frankensteinson out ahead of them. They'll be able to hook on to his draft, get a little bit of an extra speed boost perhaps, and be able to increase their advantage there. As we get ready for the 2nd round of green flag pit stops in this stage. Travesty Sun showing some muscle in that Liberty University Chevrolet Camaro. Staying out once again. As we are getting down to about 7 to go in stage 1. B-Nizzy had a look on the inside of the number 12 Maytag Ford Mustang there, but nothing happening just yet. And it looks like Frankensteinson has latched onto the back of this lead pack here. Once again, Travesty Sun leading over Death Before Dishonor, Visceral Killer, as well as B-Nizzy. And we're going to stay out yet another lap. Cars in the pits include the number 6 machine of silence as he comes out of the pits now and falls a lap down. I wonder what fuel mileage that 24 car is getting, because he has stayed out for a while now. As we now have, looks like it'll be 3 to go at the line. What an interesting turn of events this would be. Oh, as Travis Son comes down pit road, he will bring the number 12 and the number 3 machine along with him. The Visceral Killer, B-Nizzy, and Travis Son all pitting at the same time. That's the 12, the 3, and the 24 respectively. Death Before Dishonor and the number 5 machine has stayed out. So 3 to go for the number 5 machine. If he's going to pit, he's going to have to do it this time by. Looks like we had a little bit of a lag there. As now here comes Death Before Dishonor in the number 5 machine. He will come down pit road. Hot Nuts coming by along with Silence. Going through the tri-oval now. Death Before Dishonor leaves the pits. There's Silence there. And it looks like the 24 of Travis Son got out to a good lead here on the rest of the pack. It also looks like he's suffered a fair bit of damage on the front end of that number 24 Liberty Camaro. Liberty University Camaro, I should say. Trying to figure out who the leader is. That's King Pile there, along with Sniper in the number 10 and KSJ in the 21 as they run together. So Travis Son in the 24 machine is running in 7th spot. There goes Visceral Killer and B-Nizzy around the 5 of Death Before Dishonor. Forward with him as they fall in line behind the 42 machine of Tongue Punch. He's gonna drift up the racetrack and allow the lead lap cars to go around him. Still not sure just who is leading here as the stage winds down here. We should be on the last lap of stage 1. Oh, as we have a move here, B-Nizzy trying to come across the line, but it looks like it'll be Death Before Dishonor taking the top spot in this group. So Death Before Dishonor, B-Nizzy, and Visceral Killer, the top 3 there. As Silence trying to hold off the number 9 machine. Oh, and a car flipping further back. That may have been Frankenstein's son. And the number 2 Ford Miller Lite Ford Mustang. Oh, Death Before Dishonor did win that stage. So 10 extra points going to him, as well as a playoff point. That'll help him out in advancing to the round of 8. Good start here to the Geico 500, which is really the Geico 250 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Race 1 in the round of 12 for the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. Like us on Facebook. Please like and subscribe to HDRS2 as we get set for the start of Stage 2 here. It looks like it will be B-Nizzy leading the start here. Death Before Dishonor outside of him in the number 5 machine. That's the Chevy Goods Chevrolet Camaro. Visceral Killer with a strong push on the back end of the number 3 of B-Nizzy. As they come around off of turn 2 up to full song. Maydale Be With You running in 3rd now. Hot Nuts up top there. He's gonna push the number 22 of Maydale Be With You as they try to gain some ground. King Pile now up in the 3rd, down on the bottom side. Here comes KSJ up there as well. Dunlap now working his way up into the front group. And it will be B-Nizzy leading lap 1 here in stage number 2. Oh, a little bit of wall contact. That's the number 9 machine of Hot Nuts getting up into the wall. Will he be able to hang with the lead pack here? I don't believe he will. Yeah, he's a bit too far back to hang on to that lead pack. Once again, Talladega bringing nothing but frustration for the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro, the Mountain Dew Chevrolet Camaro of HDRS Rev Hot Nuts. And let's go on board here with Biker OG as he works his way through the field down on the inside of King Pile. He'll also go past the number 10 of Sniper and maybe try and overtake KSJ for 3rd. Not going to happen this time by, as he falls in line here for a spot. That's B-Nizzy still leading Visceral Killer. KSJ there in 3rd place. Let's go back out to the TV view here. Stage 1 winner, Death Before Dishonor, hanging in tight there in the number 5 machine. Biker drifts up the racetrack. That opens up the door for Death Before Dishonor, and he will bring along with him Maydale Be With You, and Maydale going to the top side. He's going to try and hook up with Biker. As we got a caution here. Caution on the speedway. As I saw the 10 of Sniper spin around there. Looks like Dunlap got a piece of that Dark Knight as well. So Dunlap in the NOCO Chevy Goods number 88 machine. I love that paint scheme. It's so slick and it looks fast. But yeah, after an apparent wreck between numerous guys, and it looks like that may have included the number 2 machine, or no, I believe that's the 6 machine of Silence there. So now we will engage in a quickie yellow. What a quickie yellow is under every manual caution. Everyone will get a chance to pit at the same time. And it looks like Dunlap is going to get a lap back, as he'll go around full song. The leaders now coming down pit road here. And everyone will be able to pit at the same time. As the, well, that's just NASCAR Heat 5 doing NASCAR Heat 5 things. And Biker's in and out quickly. Looks like he will lead the start here. Or lead the restart here for stage 2. We have completed 4 laps out of 27. Take a look back from Biker see if we can get a run down here. Visceral Killer was second out of the pits. Not sure where he's going to go just yet. And it looks like Silence is going to restart up top. First car up top. Visceral Killer electing to take the bottom side. Hot Nuts is going to start on the top side in row number 2. Oh, with cars closing in at a high rate of speed, not completely paying attention to the pace of our leaders here. And I believe that we are going this slow so that we can wait for the 88 of Dunlap to come around and catch up to the back of the pack here. And it looks like he will do so as he now comes off of turn 2, and we should be able to see the leaders. Oh, they're just off screen in turns 3 and 4. Let's catch up with our leader in the Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro. That is Biker. Silence, HDRS Silence will be restarting second. Visceral Killer restarting third. Hot Nuts restarting in 4th spot as Dunlap finally catches up to the back of the pack. Now the Geico restart zone is going to be almost in the middle of the trial here at Talladega Superspeedway. Leader calls when he will engage. And we are off once again. Technically the first caution of this race. Biker out to a pretty big lead as Visceral Killer falls in line in second. Silence in third. Hot Nuts there in 4th now. Good to see that Hot Nuts was able to catch back up to the field with this manual caution here. As the pack now gains ground. Silence making a run on the top side. He's got Hot Nuts along with him. Whoa! Visceral Killer may have touched the apron there. As the 9 and the 12 made contact there going through turn 4. And that broke up that draft. That allows Benazzi in the number 3 Dow Chevrolet Camaro to push his teammate Biker through. So it's now Biker, Benazzi, and Maydale Be With You, your top 3. That's Death Before Dishonor, Stage 1 winner, running in 4th, with Travis Son in the number 24 Liberty University Chevrolet Camaro in 5th. Silence is able to fall back in line in the 6th spot. That's Dark Knight there in 7th, and then in the black and red number 8. Coming around to complete lap 7 of 27 here at Talladega Superspeedway. These guys are still, I believe, going to have to make possibly 2 pit stops to finish out stage 2 here. Field sorting itself out. We got a run on the top side. That's Dark Knight being pushed by Hot Nuts up top, and it looks like Death Before Dishonor is going to move up and get a push from the guys up top there. Let's switch to the view looking back on this pack here as Hot Nuts is forced down, and it looks like the 2 of Frankenstein's son may have gotten up into the wall there in the tri-oval. But we will remain under green here with Biker still leading Benazzi and Maydale Be With You. Now Maydale moves up to the top side. That's going to allow Travis' son to catch back up to the number 3 machine and give them a shot. Silence now working down in the bottom 4th car in line there. So up top, it looks like it's Maydale Be With You, Death Before Dishonor, Dark Knight, Hot Nuts, the top or front four and the top side there. It's now Death Before Dishonor is going to take it 3 wide, and Hot Nuts is going to push him as Dark Knight is behind May Dale Be With You, and May Dale's going to be left for dead, so to speak, by Dark Knight. So the action is heating up here as we now work lap 10 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Approaching the halfway point here as, Dunlap got pushed up there. He got up in the outside wall by the looks of things. Now he'll fall into the clutches of KSJ as he gives him a push. Looks like Death Before Dishonor is back there as well, giving a push on the top side there. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm not sure that the top side is having any luck getting up to speed here. And I'm pretty sure that Biker is looking in his rear view mirror going, okay, yeah, you guys go ahead and keep racing. I'll just right here in front, being Izzy, you just keep giving me a push. Coming to the line, completing lap number 11. It's Biker, Bean Izzy, Silence, and Travesty, with Dark Knight trying to go around the top side of him, bringing Tongue Punch in the 42 McDonald's Chevrolet along with him. Travesty did lose touch there a little bit, but he's still got that draft. He can still gain speed and fall back in line as Travesty now moves to the top side in a complete switch. As Dark Knight now moves into 4th. Tongue Punch now up into 5th with, looks like May Dale Be With You in the number 22 AAA Ford Mustang running in the 6th spot. May Dale Be With You trying to use the real-life NASCAR championship mojo that Joey Logano earned last weekend at Phoenix Raceway, as the number 22 Ford Mustang took home the NASCAR Cup Series championship out there in Phoenix. And it looks like it's paying dividends for him, as he now runs in the 4th spot behind May Dale Be With You. He's got Travesty's son right behind him. Dunlap up top there, the lone guy. He's without a drafting partner. Tongue Punch is up there as well, but I believe they're just going to have to fall single file and just try and maintain at this point as we get ready for green flag pit stops here. And now a top sideline is working once again. That's KSJ leading the top side there. Death Before Dishonor working with him, and Hot Nuts taking a peek on the top side there, but not able to do anything about it. They'll fall back in line on the bottom behind the number 88 machine of Dunlap. Another top line working up further up front. That was Frankensteinson. Dark Knight was working with him, but now Frankensteinson's teammate Visceral Killer falling back in line with him as Dunlap now takes a run on the top side. He's got a push from the 21 of KSJ and Death Before Dishonor. Let's go ahead and use a view that I don't often use here on the broadcast, the top side view. There goes Hot Nuts up top. He's got the 42 of Tongue Punch running along with him, but looks like they just don't have the momentum as they head through 3 and 4. A little bit of a bump there from KSJ. And we continue to circulate around this racetrack halfway through stage number 1, and halfway, I believe, through this race. Biker leads Bianizzi in the 3 with Silenced running in the 3rd spot. Visceral Killer down below the double yellow line. Could he be pitting this time by? Here comes the run from the top side. That's Sniper there in the 10. Haven't talked much about him in stage number 2. Biker goes up to defend, but he's not able to hang on to the lead there. Bianizzi able to work his way back up in the lead. He's got a push from Silence in the number 6 machine. Driver starting to get antsy here as we're 3 wide through the triangle, maybe pushing 4 wide. A little bit of contact there, 2 cars up into the wall. As Visceral Killer was forced down below the double yellow line, he'll fall back as looks like the 8 of Dark Knight able to work his way around the 12 of Visceral Killer. Tough break for Visceral there on the number 12 Maytag Menards Ford Mustang. That being a throwback to the old Robert Presley ride in the old 77 Jasper engines Ford way back in the late 90s and early 2000s. As green flag pit stops are underway. That's Maydale be with you pitting. He's got looks like tongue punches back there, as well as Death Before Dishonor, Dunlap, KSJ, Visceral Killer. A good group of cars all pitting together here. As we will cycle back out front and catch up with the number 3 machine and the 6 machine of Silence, as they now will all pit together. Biker with an aggressive run into the pits. Will Silence be able to slow down enough? I'm not sure. Oh, it's going to be close. Yeah, I believe that both Silence and Biker will both end up with speeding penalties here, as we now complete what looks like will be the only green flag pit stops here in stage number 2. So it'll be 4 tires and fuel all the way around. No, Bianizzi is going to be first out. Actually, it'll be Hot Nuts leading Bianizzi, and then King Pile and Dark Knight. Oh, it's the 9. I believe those 2 cars were stuck together. And now our first group is working their way around the speedway. Visceral Killer leading the group around this 2.66 mile super speedway. Bianizzi and Hot Nuts, your 2 leaders, and it looks like they will stay that way. So good run for Stag Substitute this evening, as Hot Nuts runs second. Good way to make up for an unfortunately abysmal stage number 1 in the Mountain Dew number 9 Chevrolet Camaro for Rev Hot Nuts. He will fall right in line with Bianizzi, who is our leader. Biker unfortunately sped coming into pit road along with HDRS Silence. Tough break for Biker there. So that is Visceral Killer running in 3rd, with Dunlap in 4th, KSJ in 5th, King Pile now running in the 6th spot in the number 14 Smithfield Ford Mustang. Good run for Pile tonight. Started on pole, had to drift back. Unfortunately got shuffled back out of the lead there fairly quickly. But now he finds himself in 6th spot here. 4th car on line in this second pack here. As they now try and gain ground on our leaders Hot Nuts and Bianizzi. go on board here with the 21 Ford Motorcraft Ford Mustang of KSJ. Running in the 5th spot behind Dunlap and Visceral Killer. We'll try and see if we can just watch. Oh, and it looks like Pyle is going to go ahead and go around the 21 of KSJ. Wondering if KSJ might be suffering from a bit of lag, perhaps, in the 21 machine. We didn't see it here on the stream. But we will just have to wait and see what happens here, as they try and catch up to B Nizzy and Rev Hot Nuts there, the top two. It looks like they are gaining a fair bit of ground here. Let's take a quick look back. Not really anyone else behind in contention to try and win stage 2 here, so this could end up being a 6-car battle here for the finish of stage number 2. And it looks like Death Before Dishonor is going to be making another pit stop, as I watched the stream really quick of Silence. And now you can just watch that second pack close in on the back end of the twosome of B Nizzy and Hot Nuts as they work their way through 3 and 4. Coming around to complete yet another lap here. Once again, these guys doing 50% race, 3 times tire wear, 3 times tire and fuel wear, I should say. 94 laps total, and we have already crossed the halfway point in this 250-mile event. And Visceral Killer now making a move on the top side, bringing Dunlap along with him, as well as King Pyle. B Nizzy will stay down in the bottom, try and get Hot Nuts to stay with him, but Hot Nuts tried to force his way up behind Visceral Killer there in the number 12. So move Visceral Killer to the front. He'll stay in line with Dunlap, as well as King Pyle there, and KSJ working the top side as well. Now Visceral Killer will move down to the bottom, not out. Falls back into the 6th spot. He will be able to latch on to the back end of this 6-car pack. Hot Nuts tried to make a run on the top side, see if he could work together with Dunlap and Visceral Killer, but unfortunately, with just Hot Nuts there on the top side, not really much able to be done there. Now it looks like KSJ has lost the draft of the top 5. Top 5 now being Visceral Killer, Dunlap, King Pyle, B Nizzy, and Hot Nuts. Good racing here in stage number 2. Just fantastic to see the anticipation, the intensity starting to pick up as we approach the end of stage number 2 here. It looks like we have 2 laps to go in the stage right now, 1.5 laps for our leaders. Let's pick up our leader, Visceral Killer. One lap to go in stage number 1, or stage 2 here. Dunlap gonna try and see if he can make a move around the 12 of Visceral Killer. Don't forget there's King Pyle there as well. He's going to try and see, and he can get that 10 extra bonus points for winning the stage, and that 1 stage point that will help allow him to advance into the round of 8 here in just 4 weeks' time. But it looks like it is going to be the 12 of Visceral Killer coming away with a stage 2 win. Dunlap, one final effort as King Pyle forced Dunlap up top. It's going to be Visceral Killer winning stage number 2. Dunlap in second, King Pyle in third, B Nizzy in fourth, and the number 9 of Rev Hot Nuts in the 5th spot there. So good stage win to the number 12 Maytag Menards Ford Mustang of Visceral Killer. Tough going over the last couple of seasons, not really able to have some very good results. But so far in this race, it's been a really good run for Visceral Killer. So Death Before Dishonor won Stage 2, Visceral Killer, Death Before Dishonor won Stage 1, Visceral Killer winning Stage number 2. We get set for the final 30 laps here at the Talladega Superspeedway. It's either going to be 30 or 29. As we get set to go green flag racing once again. And it looks like it's going to be Dunlap in the number 88 Chevy Goods Camaro leading the field to green. Visceral Killer up on the top side. King Pile down on the bottom. He's got the 9 of Rev Hot Nuts there right behind him as we work through turns 1 and 2. King Pile's going to try and make a move down the bottom of 1 and 2. See if he can poke his nose on the inside of Dunlap, but I don't think he quite had the momentum to make anything work just yet. Oh no! Stage 1 winner, Death Before Dishonor, lagged out. Tough break for the number 5 Chevy Goods Chevrolet Camaro. And it looks like the only car out right now is Death Before Dishonor, so he will end up tonight's race in the 15th spot. Unfortunately, this is the second lag out in a row for Death Before Dishonor this weekend. He lagged out last night in the Xfinity Series race as well. As we'll go on board with HDRS silenced up on the top side here. It's early on yet in Stage 1. 30 laps to go at the line. A sniper down into the grass, going through the tri-oval here. He's going to be able to gather it back together, but I'm not entirely sure whether or not he's going to be able to hang on to the lead draft here. As Rev Hot Nuts continues to push his teammate Dunlap, he is leading with the 8 of Dark Knight in 3rd, Tongue Punch in 4th, and Travesty Son in 5th, and an all Chevrolet top 5 in 6th spot with me. They'll be with you running in 7th. That's B Nizzy in 8th, and the number 3 Dow Machine with Frankenstein's Son running in 9th right now. Oh, as I say that, Frankenstein's Son seemed to have gotten knocked up into the wall there in the tri-oval. Let's drift back and... Oh yeah, lots of damage to the front end of that Miller Lite Ford Mustang. Tough break for Frankensteinson. Alright, let's cycle back around, and Sniper has appeared to have lagged out as well. So a tough break for the number 10 Ford Mustang. I believe that he was filling in for the number 4, for the number 4 machine. as we get back to full song here with our leaders. Hot Nuts still leading Dunlap in the still pushing our leader Dunlap in the number 88 machine. So it's the 88 of Dunlap, the 9 of Hot Nuts, the 8 of Dark Knight with the 42 of Tongue Punch, and third with Travesty Sun in fifth, and now Beanizzy in sixth, trying to stay out in front of Silence in the number 6 machine. As Silence moves into 6th, he's got a push from King Pile as well as May Dale Be With You. And it looks like Visceral Killer, who dominated and took home the Stage 2 victory, unfortunately has lost the draft in the Maytag Menards Ford Mustang. So tough break for Visceral Killer. Back up front, let's take a look back from the 88 machine. Silence and King Powell trying to work the top side. They're going to have to get more people to work alongside with them, or work in line with them, but unfortunately not happening here. Now Silence has got to run. He's passing people by himself up on the top side. He's up into 4th, trying to get past Tongue Punch, but not quite able to do so. So now Silence will drift back to the back of the pack. Chevys leading the Fords here at Talladega Superspeedway. Completing lap 69 of 94, 25 laps to go here at the Geico 500. Excuse me, rather the Geico 250. But once again, this being a 50% race. Cars trying to fan out a little bit, but I believe that these guys are just gonna perhaps try and ride for right now, maybe pick off a couple guys here and there. But we're going to be getting ready for green flag pit stops here in just a couple laps. Still a long race ahead of these guys. Now the question will be, will people be able to make it on one stop, or is it going to have to be a two-stop final stage here to decide the winner? All quiet now through the tri-oval as now KSJ and King Pile tried to make a run on the top side going through the tri-oval, but unfortunately they had to lose some ground and have worked their way back near the back of the pack. As we now go back to single file racing. Right now, as we continue to run single let's take a look back from Dunlap here in the number 88 machine. Waiting to see if anyone makes a move, and if they do, we'll be on top of it. Upside, KSJ trying to make a run. And he's got a couple cars along with him. But looks like that'll sort itself out once again. And KSJ with another run. But he doesn't have any help behind him. So KSJ, who worked his way up into the top 5, is now going to fall back. But King Pile and Silence are going to pick him up on the top side. And Tongue Punch. Oh, it looks like he may have sped into pit road there. But Tongue Punch is going to be the first of our leaders to dive into pit lane. Yeah, I think he may have waited a bit too late to start slowing down and get into pit road. It looks like the 88, the 9, and the 21 are all going to make pit stops here as they dive below the double yellow line on the backstretch, as is the rule here in Hammer Down Racing. So we'll watch for our leaders to come down pit road this time. Dark Knight is going to stay out along with the 14, the 6, the 3, the 22, the 1, and the 24. Now we got a little bit of racing going on up front. Dark Knight getting a push from his teammate Beanizzy in the number 3 machine, trying to get around King Pile and Silence there up top. Silence hooked right on the back end of the number 14 machine, as it looks like now Beanizzy and Dark Knight are all going to make pit stops. So we will wait and see what happens here. Is everyone going to come down pit road? Yes, they are. Silence, Pile, Dark Knight, Beanizzy, May Dale be with you, Biker, and Travistyson all pitting at the same time here. Frankensteinson now exiting pit road, as is the 12 of Visceral Killer. And looks like they will get up to speed together as they come out of the pits. So we sit on the roof of the number 3 Dow Chevrolet. Dark Knight comes out. He'll lead Biker. May Dale be with you. And whoa! Not entirely sure what happened there. That was very odd. And it looks like Silence and May Dale be with you might be stuck together or getting up to speed, are currently merged. Whoa! Actually, we might have ourselves a quickie yellow as the 22's around. Or, excuse me, a manual caution. Not entirely sure what may have happened here. And, yeah, our leaders will get back together and probably all come down in the pits once again, top off with fuel, repair a little bit of damage perhaps, as I believe the 22 is going to do. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Biker looks like he's going to stay out. Dark Knight will stay out, along with Silence, Beanizzy, Travistyson. Looks like Tongue Punch in the 42 is going to come down pit road. May Dale definitely decided to come down pit road here. Hot Nuts in the pits. King Pile's in the pits as well. KSJ, Dunlap in the pits as well. And one other car back there coming into the pits. As these guys rejoin, someone coming around, getting their lap back, perhaps. I believe that could be the two of Frankensteinson. Yeah, looks like Frankensteinson got his lap back there. As we get set to go green flag racing once again. And it looks like when we go back to green flag racing, there will be uh, 16 laps. And I believe that could possibly be right on the edge of the fuel window. So let's catch up with our leader, Dark Knight, here. Dark Knight will restart on the in first on the inside there with Travesty Son in second, Biker in third, Visceral Killer in fourth. With Silenced, Hot Nuts, B Nizzy, King Pile, May Dale be with you, and Travesty Son rounding out the top 10. A little bit of disorganization here as Dark Knight gets out front, and it looks like the 24 of Travesty Sim will fall in line behind him with Visceral Killer there in third. As these cars get back up to full song. Dark Knight going to try and make up for an unfortunate bobble last night on his end, getting into the pits. During the Xfinity race. He's going to try and win his way through to the round of 8. Just like the rest of the 12 championship playoff drivers are trying to do tonight. That's something I haven't quite touched up on tonight. Who exactly our championship 12 drivers are. So the drivers that are racing for the round of 12, it's Death, Dark Knight, Silenced, May Dale be with you, Twoon, KSJ, Dunlap, Travesty, Hothead, Pile, Biker, and Visceral Killer. Visceral Killer being seated 12th out of those 12. Able to get himself a nice little points boost with that stage 2 win there. Gonna try and capitalize on that. Try and get a win, maybe a top 5 in that number 12 Ford Mustang. As Silence is able to make a move on him. Coming up into 3rd place, bringing B Nizzy along with him. 3 wide now as Hot Nuts and Dunlap go around the top side of Visceral Killer. A little bit of contact there between Dunlap and Visceral. And looks like King Pile in the number 14 machine will pick up the number 12 machine of Visceral Killer. A little bit of argy-bargy going on as we get closer and closer to the end of this race. Coming to 11 laps to go. Visceral Killer may have gotten in the wall there. May have broken his momentum and quite possibly a chance at a good solid finish. Yeah. Ian Frankensteinson, unfortunately, may have lost the draft to the lead pack here. So now, the question remains, will there be another green flag pit stop? As we catch up with our leaders, Dark Knight leading Travesty Sun, Silence, Beanisy, and Biker now up in the 5th spot. Good run for Biker in the number 1 machine. He is seated 11th coming into this race. Tied with the cutoff line. And 19 points back from Death Before Dishonor coming into this race. With Death's stage win there in stage 1, that's not exactly going to help his cause. Along with Visceral having a tough race now as well. Talladega's not being kind to these guys. And understandably so. Talladega's a tough track. You gotta pick and choose your battles, and it's basically, I don't want to say it's, I dare say that it's chess mixed with checkers, mixed with a little bit of risk. You gotta pick and choose your points of attack. Decide what is going to benefit you in the long run. And see if your strategy helps you come out on top at the end of 250 miles here at Talladega Superspeedway. A little bit of racing going on further back there. That's KSJ and Dunlap working the top side. King Pyle running behind the number 9 machine of Hot Nuts as the 21 and 14 make a little bit of contact there. Hot Nuts trying to get something going on the top side. King Pyle going to go up there with him. Is now the right time to make that move. Try and get the win. With 10 to go now. Excuse me, less than 10 to go. It'll be 8 to go at the line. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 1 and the 9. Oh, the more contact. Hot Nuts is in the wall. King Pyle's around. Tough break for the 14 and the 9. Will that bring out Emmanuel? Oh, nope, looks like that's going to be an in-game caution there. So, these guys will come down pit road, take on tires and fuel, and we will have ourselves a 4-lap shootout to decide who is going to get the win, who could possibly lock themselves in to the round of 8 here in the Hammer Down Cup Series playoffs. Getting set and ready to go. Once again. It's going to be Travesty Sun and Beanisy leading the field to green flag here. 5 laps to decide it all here at Talladega Superspeedway. Meadale be with you in the 3rd spot. Visceral Killer up in the 4th now, pushing the 22. Good recovery by the 12. Biker down on the bottom side. He's behind Visceral Killer. With KSJ there, 5th car in line on the bottom. Silence now squeezes his way in. So Silence in the 5th. Beanizzi now dropping back. As Travesty is going to try and hang on to the lead here. May Dale be with you and Visceral Killer trying to work together here to perhaps try and get around the 24 machine. A little bit of contact back there in the second group. 4 laps to go here at the line. Biker trying to work his way up on the top side. He's going to try and squeeze down Visceral Killer. Silence is going to fall back or fall in line behind Visceral. That's going to force Biker back towards the back of this first group here. And Beanizzi is going to work with him. Silence forced down below the double yellow line. As May Dale be with you and the 24th Travesty continue to lead, second and first respectively. Silence working his way in the third. He's got to run. Is he going to try and work around the top side? Not yet. Maybe with a little bit of a push on the 22 machine. Oh, Silence is down low on May Dale be with you. They're side by side. A little bit of contact there. Beanizzi working his way on the top side. He's going to fall back since he doesn't have any help. 3 laps to go. Now 2.5 laps. Watching May Dale see if he can make a move. Get a little bit of a run with the 4 behind him. That's Silence. Biker there in 4th. KSJ in 5th. Visceral Killer there in 6th. Oh! Hard impact into the turn 4 wall. That's Biker. Ah, tough break for the number 1 Monster Energy Chevrolet. And then there were 6 with 2 laps to go. Travesty Son leading. May Dale be with you. Silence, KSJ, Visceral Killer, and Beanizzi. Oh, Beanizzi's going to take advantage as Visceral and KSJ drifted up the racetrack. Beanizzi's going to make his way up into the 4th position with a lap and a half to go here at Talladega. Beanizzi up into 2nd, squeezing his way into... Oh my gosh. Coming around turn 4, 1 lap to go at the line. Oh, May Dale be with you drifting back. And it looks like we may have lost the 8th of Dark Knight. Travesty Son still leading. With Beanizzi in 2nd, KSJ in 3rd. That's Silence in 4th and Visceral Killer running in 5th. Half a lap to go. Who's going to make the move? KSJ with a push from Silence. He's got Visceral Killer along with him. Is this going to be enough time? Beanizzi pushing Travesty Son on the bottom. Is Travesty going to throw a block on the top side? Nope, he's going to stick with it. And the 24 Chevrolet goes back to victory lane here at Talladega Superspeedway. Travesty Son is your winner with Beanizzi in 2nd. And I think that's Visceral Killer in 3rd. What a finish to this race here at Talladega Superspeedway for the Hammer Down Cup Series. Wow. What a finish! Holy cow! So we'll get Visceral Killer, Travesty Son, and Beanizzi in the booth here. I'm gonna have to back out and send these guys some invites here. Holy cow! Let me let me get some invites. Oh shoot, I gotta start a party. Oops, my bad. Holy cow, Visceral Killer! What a finish!
Yeah.
I tell you what, you had a fast car out there. You won stage 2. Looked like you had a little bit of trouble there to start off that final stage, but your tenacity showed through. You got a couple of lucky cautions, and you came home with a fantastic points day. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, car was amazing. I was in the lead coming to the final lap of stage 1, so arguably could have had a stage win there. Stage 2 had a really good pit strategy worked out with Dunlap there, and I want to just thank him because he said that he was going to stay on my bumper and he wasn't going anywhere, and he pushed me to that stage 2. Stage 3, the aggressiveness you could really start to see it come out in everybody because if you left even a little bit of a sliver on that bottom line, you were thrown all the way to the back and happened to lose draft there, but thankfully that caution saved me. And when the caution came out, I took nothing, and I got up to 5th position, and that helped a lot there.
Again, you come away with a fantastic points day here at Talladega. You got anything for them next week at Dover?
We'll have to see. I know I got a decent car there, but it's one of those tracks where if we have long green flag runs, it's going to start getting real slick in the rear end.
All right. Well, I'm very happy to talk with you here in the booth tonight, Visceral. Fantastic race, buddy. Good job.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right. Once again, that was Visceral Killer, driver of the number 12 Maytag Menards Ford Mustang. Joining us in the booth as well is our winner, Travis Son, driver of the number 24 Liberty University Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Congratulations, sir. Well, it was a fantastic race overall. Had a tough stage 1, a semi-rough stage number 2, but yeah, you definitely showed the speed there at the end there, and with Beaneasy working with you there at the end, just showed that man, the 24 is back. And congratulations. you're locked into the round of 8. Going forward, what is your strategy heading into the round of 8? I'm going to bring up the schedule here in just a second. With the road course that is Canadian Tire Motorsports Park there. You've also got Worldwide Technology in Phoenix in there as well. Anything that you feel like you need to work on there? What strengths have you got in the round of 8?
Hey, Travis, yeah, I'll hook you up with a. I got a Phoenix set up. I'll send your way.
And if you need someone to sub in for you at Canadian Tire, feel free to hit me up. I'll be willing to.
Hey, no playoff feelings.
Oh well. Hey, it was worth a shot.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And we hope that Mrs. Travesty feels better. And it's unfortunate having a sickness on your anniversary. I know that it was a night that you guys were looking forward to, and maybe you guys can make up for it in the near future. No. All right. Well, I don't believe that B Nizzy joined us tonight in the booth for the post race. So yeah, I think that's gonna about do it. Tomorrow night, the trucks will take on the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway, and next week it'll be to the East Coast and to the state of Delaware, where everyone will be taking on the Monster Mile. That is Dover International Speedway, as it used to be called. So this is King Canute 907.
Hey, Canute.
Yes, sir.
I haven't been in the booth in a long time. Do you mind if I take this one the rest of the way?
Oh yeah, sure. Feel free.
Hey guys, thanks a lot for tuning in tonight to the high-speed race that was Talladega. Once again, congratulations to Travis Steve on his first victory. Couldn't have come at a better time. Locks him into the round of 8. Once again, if you like watching us, don't forget to like our page, comment, subscribe, and if you could, hit that notification bell. That will let you know the second we go live and you don't miss a single second of the action. That is Hammer Down Racing Series. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and can't wait to see you guys at the same time next week as we take on the Monster Mile.
And don't forget, you're watching HDRS 2 right here on YouTube.